Hello everyone, this is Ivan from Earth 92, and before we get started with the race weekend recap from Darlington/Portland, there's a couple of things that I would like to address in regards to what happened these past few days in regards to the NASCAR. So first off, Frankie Muniz will be out of the truck for a little while because he sustained an injury while he was working on his house. And reports indicated that he was working on a home security system for his house and accidentally fell off the ladder. And his doctor estimated that he'll be out for at least 6 to 8 weeks, but hopefully he'll be able to get back in the truck before the season's done and over with. And once again, we have more drama with the ongoing lawsuit with 2311 and FRM versus NASCAR. And for everyone's sake here, I'm not going to go into full detail on it, but I will say that Michael Jordan has called out on all the other NASCAR teams who have signed the charter agreement at the beginning of the season, calling them traitors and whatnot. This is honestly not a good outlook, and it hurts both sides in the case. Let's just hope that they can come to agreement on something, and hopefully that both teams will be able to still race. And also, government officials down in Florida decided to remove the checkered sidewalk that lies just outside the Daytona International Speedway. Like, what kind of threat does a checkered sidewalk propose? Man, this has got to be one of the most ridiculous things that I have ever heard of. But with that little rant out of the way, let's go ahead and get started with the race weekend recap. Starting off, we have a doubleheader for the trucks at Darlington and Xfinity Series at Portland. And today we'll start the playoffs for the truck series. Well, I'll tell you what, FOM did bring me a pretty fast number 34 truck as I'll be starting out front. This is definitely what I needed in order to start the playoffs right. And I, former NASCAR driver Trevor Bain, will be driving the one truck for Tricon today here at Darlington. It's time to kick off the truck series playoff action here at the Lady in Black. And yes, it is I, Kevin Harvick, who has took over Michael Waltrip's spot today since he is out. Made heavy contact with the wall, causing a flat tire and causing the side of my truck to be heavily damaged. Had a flat white front tire. Me and the 88 also had contact into the wall. I too also suffered a flat right front tire. Well, would you look at that, Heim Time shall take the first stage here at Darlington. Well, it looks like the damage was too much for my truck, so I decided to call it a day. And I shall win stage number 2. Bad day gone to worse as the 44 turned me around on the front stretch. And while all that happened, I too also suffered a flat white front tire. Well, sheesh, Daniel Hemrick described it perfectly. Everybody's dropping like flies out there. Tick-tock, Heim Time is on the clock, and I shall win here at Darlington and move on to the round of 8 in the Truck Series playoffs. Please D&Q that 11 truck, NASCAR! This is just so much pain right now. Well, once again, we had to suffer through another Corey Heim win here at Darlington. I swear, if this kid goes on to win the championship, this is probably going to be irritating for many NASCAR fans. And if he decides to stay in trucks and not move up at all, that's just going to make things even worse. But I managed to place 5th. Well, at least it's good that we have Trevor Bain finishing in the top 5. Same with Timmy Hill in the top 10. Anyways, let's move on with some road racing action here at Portland for the Xfinity Series. And in typical road course fashion, I have won the pole here at Portland. And along with that, JOM is sweeping the front row with me and Connor Zillage. Let's get ready for some road racing action for the Xfinity Series here at Portland International Raceway. Had no grip when I went into that corner. Overcooked that entry. Ended up having some sort of mechanical failure which caused a fire, so I'm done for the day. And with that, I shall take the first stage. The 11 just straight up turned me into the corner and not helping me in my playoff situation right now. Something strange happened, and something that we rarely see here in a race is that we had a small little patch of grass fire across the other side of the racetrack, but the safety crews were able to get down there and put the fire out without having NASCAR to throw the caution, so we're good to go. And I'll end up sweeping the stages. Just ended up getting off course, and I lost power to the car. The streak of bad luck continues. Everybody out here driving like idiots. Ended up getting stuck after I spun. But despite all the drama and chaos that has happened here today, I have dominated most of the race here, and I shall go on to win the Xfinity race here at Portland.
Yes! He got it! Yes!
That last restart, you decided to make all of us riot going into turn 1 and ended up spitting me out. You need to be more careful next time, kid, because you were driving like an idiot on that last restart. Well, it looks like we got a disagreement between Sammy Smith and Nick Sanchez after what happened on that final restart. Well, congrats to Connor Zillage on winning the Xfinity race here at Portland today. And if this kid goes on to win the regular season title, I'll tell you what, I will not be surprised with the dominance he's had this season. And now it is time to kick off the Cup Series playoff action here at Darlington for the Southern 500 to start out the round of 16. And just like earlier in the spring, we shall add in a VHS effect to make it look retro. And it is I, Denny Hamlin, who shall win the pole here at Darlington. Oh great, we better not see another hamster win here like earlier in the spring. And strangely enough, my sponsor today is based off a cryptocurrency with the little penguin. The last driver to have a cryptocurrency as a sponsor was Josh Wise about 10 or so years ago. It's time to kick off the Cup Series playoff action here at Darlington for the Southern 500. This is not what I wanted to happen during the first race of the first round of the playoffs, especially since I qualified good. I'll win stage 1. 77 still drives like an idiot and decides not to let me have a lane when I'm trying to get by a car. Guess that was karma for what I did to Elliott, and I ended up getting spun out on pit road.
That's Cody Ware.
The 60 just went into the back of me. Freaking RCR cars, man, come on! This is not what I wanted to happen here in the first race of the round of 16! I shall sweep the stages. Had some sort of engine issue in the car. But in the end, I shall go on and win the Southern 500, defending my win from last year and move on to the round of 12. This is the third weekend in a row where I had things not go in the right direction for me. Last week at Daytona, I ended up getting some tough luck, and now I have pit problems again just like I did at Richmond. Hopefully we'll have less mistakes as we go into the later run of the playoffs. Well, that was a nice job for Chase Briscoe to go on to defend his Southern 500 win just like last year. And this win will automatically lock him in into the round of 12. While the round of 16 playoff action continues at the Worldwide Technology Raceway, where drivers will still have a shot to lock themselves in into the next round, and this time we shall have the Xfinity Series instead of the Truck Series competing this year. So looking forward to seeing which driver can lock themselves in into the round of 12 and seeing if they can gain enough points to move on to the next round. But that would just about do it for this race weekend recap. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next weekend at Illinois.